NBC 10 News Today.
Sterlington's mayor wants to introduce a new sales tax to help pay the town's debt, but business owners say not so fast. They've got other ideas. Details coming up.
And 2 states in the ARC limits making abortion decisions this week as pro-choice activists call for a national day of action today. More on the heated debate next.
Plus, Ruston continues to pick up the pieces. The update for Governor John Bel Edwards on recovery efforts after a tornado devastates the city and surrounding areas. Good morning. It is 5:32. I am Chris Demersion.
I'm Randy Ayala.
How are we doing this morning?
Good.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Are we doing national days yet?
No.
6 a.m. show, my friend. 6 a.m.
Tired
show.
of waiting. I can't
Slow
wait.
down.
No, man,
Calm down.
I want everything now.
I had a rough night last night.
Let's tell us why, Randy.
No,
let it all out.
Game of Thrones.
You weren't happy with it?
I was not happy.
Come on.
I wasn't happy. You were happy with the way it ended?
I can't say I was happy. I'm satisfied.
It was very rushed as well.
It was.
It was,
Could have used another episode.
just like boom, 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 boom. Like, whoa.
You got to appreciate what you have, Randy.
Yeah. Yesterday, I remember the story we ran about the Game of Thrones counseling. I kind of understand it now.
You gonna?
I had a lot of thought. I was kind of scratching my head like this just does not seem right.
She needs counseling for.
It was not supposed to.
Huh?
Nice.
Oh.
Nice, Chris.
Oh. It's gonna be okay. It's over. You gotta find a new show, Randy. Game of Thrones is over. Warm and humid outside as you head out of the house. You are not going to need a jacket. It is, again, muggy. Dew points in the 70s, temperatures in the mid-70s. Warming up today, close to 90. A couple spotty storms moving in later on this evening. Sun comes up in just over 30 minutes. Looking off towards the east, you can see some sky behind those clouds moving through pretty quickly. It's breezy, it's warm, and it's humid. I'm going to bring you all your forecast details coming up in a few minutes. That's your forecast first.
Thank you, Reed. The mayor of Louisiana's fastest growing town says Sterlington may have to tax its way out of debt, but one business owner says he won't survive. One
alderman tells NBC 10's Chelsea Jones he has some ideas that don't include raising taxes.
For 50 years, Napa Auto Parts has sat off of Highway 2 in Sterlington. Over the last few years, business has been less than booming, with sales dropping 14%.
We have competitors, in the near area that is not affected by this.
So when the idea to implement a sales tax near 13%, Ray Lowry and his wife say they had to start thinking of alternatives.
We might just consider moving across the river or somewhere like that.
The town is in debt over $500,000. Lowry thinks the new sports complex is the town's biggest cash cow, but it hasn't been raking in the dollars the town so desperately needs.
Find a way to turn that around and make it profitable rather than be a financial burden.
And that's what Alderman Brian McCarthy, along with other members of the board, are hoping to do. The first being selling local advertisements for the sports complex.
He makes about $300,000 a year selling signs. Well, that's in the neighborhood of what this tax is projected to bring.
Other ideas include a mobile app to encourage people to shop local while using that complex. It starts with making a plan.
We've got a list of them. We've got what the revenue target is. We've got a probability. And we sit there and we work through the list in a very pragmatic way.
The tax is set to go to vote next Tuesday.
But it wasn't our creation, it was theirs. And therefore, why should we be penalized?
If the tax does in fact pass, and we start to see some revenue coming in from these other ideas, there's nothing that stops us from lowering the tax to zero.
In Sterlington, Chelsea Jones, NBC 10, your local news leader.
Thank you, Chelsea. Winsboro is facing some financial trouble. An independent audit shows the city ended last budget year with a general fund deficit of more than $417,000. The independent auditor also noted several repeat findings, including failing to reconcile several town accounts and subsidiary ledgers with the general ledger, failing to report and remit unclaimed property to the state, failing to properly record transfers between funds, and failing to remit payroll taxes and retirement plan contributions in a timely manner.
Onto a crime alert. Monroe police are searching for a man wanted for rape. Take a look at your screens. Police are looking for 24-year-old Christopher Towns. They've released no information about the allegations. Police say Towns may have short hair now and may be in the Washington or Adams Street area. If you see him or know where he is, call Crime Stoppers at the number you see there on your screen.
Prosecutors plan to seek the death penalty for a man charged with killing an Alabama police officer and wounding 2 more. Police captured 29-year-old Grady Wilkes yesterday morning. They say he opened fire on 3 Auburn police officers who answered a family's dispute call Sunday night. Officer William Buckner died after being airlifted to a nearby hospital. 1 wounded officer already has been treated and released. The other is expected to be okay. Auburn's police says Chief Buckner is the first officer to be killed in the line of duty in at least 3 decades.
You know, this is not the kind of thing that we're used to have happening here, but we are not immune to things that can happen, and so this will be difficult for us, but we mainly intend to rally around each other and the families and just get through this together.
Investigators say Wilkes was in the military for a number of years, was wearing body armor, firing an AR-15. Wilkes is also charged with attempted murder and domestic violence.
The battle intensifies over the hot-button issue of abortion. House lawmakers in Baton Rouge could pass a so-called heartbeat bill this week. It would ban abortion in Louisiana as early as a woman's 6th week of pregnancy. The Senate has already approved the bill, but the measure would only go into effect if the U.S. Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade. In all 30 states have now introduced restrictive abortion measures. A number of abortion rights groups are calling for a national day of action today across all 50 states. The ACLU and Planned Parenthood among the groups urging supporters to protest online with the hashtag #StopTheBans. Mississippi's abortion ban will face a test in federal court today. Governor Phil Bryant signed the heartbeat bill in March, banning abortion as early as 6 weeks into pregnancy in Mississippi. But the state's only abortion clinic is taking the bill to court and asking a judge to strike it down. Both the clinic and state attorneys will make their arguments at a U.S. district court. Some experts say Judge Carlton Reeves is likely to issue a preliminary injunction.
Almost 1 month later, Ruston has made big strides in recovering from its deadly tornado, and more help is coming. Governor John Bel Edwards says that damage assessments have determined that 89 homes were destroyed, and repairs or replacements to property total just under $6 million. That estimate rises to more than $11 million spread over Lincoln, Morehouse, and Union parishes. The governor believes that they should meet the thresholds for federal grants or loans, and that Louisiana Tech and Ruston will come out stronger.
The facilities will be better, and we're going to make sure that we take significant efforts to mitigate against future risks of damage to the university and to the city of Ruston.
The governor says his most memorable impression is seeing the number of tech students volunteering to help clean up the campus and the Ruston community. Heads up if your trip to work or shopping takes you down Levee Drive in Monroe. It's been closed temporarily while city engineers work on pump station repairs. The road will be closed from 9 today until 1 in the afternoon. We are giving away an NBC 10 Fox 14 umbrella courtesy of Shed Rain Umbrella. Chief Meteorologist Jarrett Floyd announces winners weeknights at 5:30 on Fox 14 and at 6 p.m. on NBC 10. To enter for your chance to win, go to our website, myarklemus.com, and click on the contest tab. And good news, West Monroe's drive-through only Chick-fil-A is set to reopen. Chick-fil-A's Facebook page says the restaurant's original location at 203 Thomas Road will reopen this fall. It closed after the flooding in 2016. All right, next in sports, the opportunity of a lifetime for one Sinsboro student. Plus, I had a chance to catch up with the Ouachita softball's Tim Whitman before he leaves for North DeSoto. But first, here's Reed with a look at your forecast.
Got live sports this morning, Chris?
A little too much.
A little too much?
4 minutes and 30 seconds of it.
Live sports. Everyone loves live sports. Temperatures in the mid-70s. You got some clouds outside. We are going to be warm and humid for the next few days, the next couple months, really. But we'll take a better look at that forecast coming up for you here soon after sports on NBC 10 News.
Nothing says summer like a beach trip. So let's promote our summer travel deal on Choice Hotels.